When it comes to maintaining my garden, whether it's mulching or mowing, I've got it down pat. But when it comes to vertical gardens, I haven't a clue. It's a gap in my knowledge, and I suspect a gap in yours too. As a person who's keen to find out how things work, I need to get in touch with somebody that really understands what it takes to maintain a garden that's growing up a wall. One of the best examples is in my big backyard. I'm visiting the University of Queensland's St Lucia campus to check out the Global Change Institute's living building. The design of this award-winning building includes a multi-level green wall in the central atrium. What a wonderful green wall.
Yeah, it really is one of my favourite walls to work on. It's got everything, this wall.
Shane Sadkowsky is a specialist in the upkeep of vertical garden systems and tasked with the job of maintaining this haven of greenery.
For me, it's a way of showcasing nature and displaying it in a way that you may not have seen, and you recognise how beautiful nature is. And I think it really, for me, displays the power of horticulture, and yeah, it's super exciting.
So why is it here? Is it just an artwork, something beautiful?
Well, it was actually designed to be a part of the building's cooling system. The way they've designed this building is the air will actually flow through the vertical garden and provide some evaporative cooling and get sucked out behind it through a big thermal vent.
So in a way, this is the heart and the lungs of this building.
I reckon it is. It's definitely helping the building breathe.
I think that's wonderful. Here we're looking at a vertical garden indoors. So essentially, light must be a limiting factor on the things that you can successfully grow.
Yeah, so lighting is really important, and having a building that's naturally lit like this one is great. There's some simple tools you can use. I've got a light sensor here, which I think is really handy to have. It's giving us a basic reading in the measurement of lux. So we can see here we've got about 42,000 lux. If we were out in full sun, it'd probably be up closer to 100,000 lux.
OK. And what would be the lower end?
Around 3,000 lux is getting pretty dark, and when you're getting below that, you're probably getting too dark for most plants.
The plants here aren't terribly expensive or rare or unusual, but clambering up the wall, they breathe a collective charm and tranquility.
Jerry, you want to go up?
Sure.
Let's do it. Welcome. Are we going to go all the way to the top?
Why not?
Maximum height.
Wow. I reckon I've seen about 20 plants on the way up here. I think the standout is this Nephrolepis fern.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is gorgeous. Is it well behaved?
It does try and dominate. It does try and take over, and it likes spreading around and colonising new spots. So it does need a heavy pruning and cutback from time to time to keep it under control. Then in amongst it, you'll see lots of different species of plants. Like in here, this is the Philodendron little Phil.
Yes.
It's designed specifically for vertical gardens, and it stays very compact, and it's a really beautiful little plant. I love it.
Did we pass some bulbs on the way up?
Yeah, so the Hymenocallis is down on the lower level. It does really well, and they're really tough too.
And just over there, you got Chlorophyturn. That's a standard old-fashioned plant, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, the Chlorophyturn is one of my favourites, actually, and I love having it on the wall because it does provide plant material for us to use. Coming to do some maintenance, you look at what needs to be done. If there's any spots that need to be filled out, you can actually use a lot of the plant material that your wall has produced, and that can go straight back into the wall.
Well, it looks gorgeous. This looks nice from this side as well.
Yeah.
So this is a soilless system. How does it work?
Yeah, well, this is actually the growing media that you'll find within this system, and it's a crushed styrofoam. It's not exactly what you'd find in your beanbag, but it is a little bit more specialised than that, and it is styrofoam mostly. So that is going to be going in behind these layers here. So we've got a geofabric layer and a wadding. That is all locked into place with the frame. It's like a big mattress cage. Once you've got those systems set up, you can actually make a cut and pop in your plant within the frame.
How do you feed the plants?
So there is fertilisers in this grow media, but after a while that will become depleted, so you do need to feed it. And that can get dosed directly into the irrigation system. They'll start off with an all-rounder fertiliser to promote growth in the growing season. Then we'll swap to a calcium-magnesium liquid fertiliser, and then I might give it something like a liquid seaweed, then maybe just water, just to flush it all out, and then start the cycle again. The irrigation is running off rainwater as well, which is fantastic.
And do you foliar feed?
Yeah, it's a great way of giving it an extra boost. We'll mix in some liquid fertiliser directly into a pressure sprayer and wash down the leaves, which has the added benefit of getting all the dust off as well.
Well, it's good hearing all this because a lot of this parallels what I do in my own garden, only you're doing it at an entirely different angle.
From the vertical perspective.
Well, I have to say, it's a very impressive space to be in, whatever angle you look at it. And it's got me thinking how a simple, smart system that's incorporating more plants into our busy lives can only be a good thing.